I might make y'all mad. I might make y'all happy. I might make y'all laugh. I ain't never gonna make you sad though, unless it's like an emotional song or something. But you know, this is what it's all about, dog. So come holler at your boy. We got seats open, baby. We got seats open. I'm out of here. What up, Couch Gang, Hip Hop Crimies and Crimettes? Welcome back to the couch. It's your man Bito back with another reaction. So if you know, you know. If you don't, hit that button below. And today we are back with the crash out man himself, Vaughn, with Cemetery Lanterns right now. Now, I don't know what this is necessarily on. I don't know where he's gonna get at, but it's a music video. I'm gonna peep it. I'm gonna try to catch some things. I like to say I know a little bit about West Coast culture. I don't know everything, but I know a little bit. And I'm one of those guys from the East Coast that fully embraces the West Coast culture. Actually, I think the West Coast culture is better than the East Coast culture, which East Coast culture to me is just New York culture, I feel like, on the low, where it's like there's so many other things on the East Coast, but everybody associates it with just New York. Where on the West Coast, you have the whole coastline, like it's California, and then like the 7 freaking shits in California between the 7 major cities, like, you know, Los Angeles, fucking Sacramento, San Fran, like 7 might have been too much, but you know what I'm saying, all that shit over there. Then you have Vegas, like you have what else is down there, like New Mexico, like there's all those things that consider West Coast, and it's all different and shit like that. But I know strictly about the California shit a little bit, you know, so I can't really incorporate that. I don't even know why I just said what I said, because I might be just completely wrong. But anyway, you know, once again, I'll own up to the shit if I know I be bullshitting. And just now, I think I was bullshit. I ain't gonna lie. I think I was just talking from personal experience and just observation. But yeah, let me know in the comments if I'm right or if I'm in the ballpark, whatever. But that's the fun part about this shit, you know what I'm saying? I think most of us, we take too much pride into acting like we know what we're really talking about, and sometimes we don't, but we stand on it like we do because we got to follow this shit. Now, I didn't know what I was really talking about right there, so it's all good, dog. But we hopping right into Vaughn, Cemetery Lanterns. Today, I can't talk, dog. This is wild. But either way, we hopping right into this. Let's see what this is on right now. And I've been liking Vaughn's music the last, 7 songs that he did. I think the first song I heard him on was 87 Cutlass with Game. Then he dropped, I think, Crash Out Heritage, and he's just been coming at Joey Badass the whole time, and I just been liking his flow. I like his passion behind his bars and shit. So we gonna hear what he got. We gonna hear what he got right now, dog.
What's up with it, cuz?
Yeah, good.
Look, nigga, you know what this about, so don't act oblivious to this shit. You be in the set every day. Nigga, you hang with homies every day. Yo, big bro got sent to the pen for the set, so niggas trying to figure out when you gonna get your official. Cause you can't survive on cuz name. So we gonna handle that.
This sound like initiation talks right now into the set. You know what I'm saying? He had somebody that was, his big brother. Cause that's how I think a lot of people be associated with shit. It be off of a name. And then when it come time to really get down to the work, some people don't really want to do it. But that's a whole different conversation with itself. That's what this is sounding like right now.
Dead homie, my name gon' ring when I die. I ain't scared to die. In this life come with respect. Come with respect. Look, Granny told me stay inside, but the turf called me louder. Big homie said it's love, and that's the only thing matter. I hit a dead end jolly, took the shirt off my back. Pick your head up, nigga, do your stuff, no slack. First one, hit my jaw, felt the stars in my head. Second one, hit my ribs, made me stumble, I bled. Third one, hit my nose, and all I'm seeing is red. Then the fourth one hit my temple, all I heard was that shit. If I took the fade, stood tall, dead homies, I'm like.
I say he took the fade, got jumped into the set. All right, and then, you gotta catch a body at some point too, because it's deeper than just getting jumped in. That's just the initiation. Oh, this is tough.
Bounce back, told the niggas we gotta run it again. Big homie said, hey little nigga, you official. I'm giving you this blower, get to know it like a rich. Now I'm cruising through the east, my burner tucked in my jeans. Tryna earn me up some stripes and tryna live what I seen. Big homie in the back like, hey yo, who is them fools? Ask them niggas where they from and then see what they gon' do. Stop, ain't ask no questions, I just hopped out quick. Toss my hoodie on my head as I do my shit. And I ain't noticed no one moving till the window dropped. Mother flash, but I end up getting popped. Bullets kiss my ribs and
ooh, what Set You Claim story is so real. Initiations into the sets is so real. This is some GB storytelling for the max right now, dog. This is a great song right now. Yo, shout out Vaughn, B.
For air, hit the ground, felt the heat, but the world didn't care. Niggas ran tires, preaching up my name in the streets. All that talk about my rap, and now they smoking on me. I get everybody stiff and it's cold. Mama warned me about the streets, but the set took control. All the love that I was promised, now I barely could breathe. Tried to be a real one, and now they realer than me. If I don't wake up, will they go for me?
Yo, this song is tough, dog. This song is tough, man. That message in that line right there, like they realer than me and all that. Whew. Cause it ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, none of this is worth it.
Just for I wake up when they slide for me. If I don't wake up, will they cry for me? Wait just for I wake up when they slide for me. Little nigga ain't listen, now his name in the candlelight. They kick you shits over, hope you mad in the afterlife. I'm staring at your body with your rag on your chest. Same one you bled for, and now you lay in the rest. Stupid, what's the point of a rep if you dead by the summer? You think them niggas gon' love you like mama or brother?
Ooh, that shit's so fucking real, dog. Cause the streets don't love you like that. They don't love you like that, B. That's real. That's real as fuck. This must be his older brother rapping too, or at least a perspective, anyway.
You like your least real, don't be homie cold if he telling you you should keep still. Can't believe my brother got stretched out on the pavement, baited to be joining this gang shit. Say he a trophy, but he really go crazy. Jaded, you don't think he was, ain't not granny screaming my baby, baby. El Rita on playlist, your daddy getting hurt, a candy lady. They gon' post you on the gram, pour a shot to forget. How they ain't carrying your casket and you carry your set. They gon' scream like you was solid and gon' say you was real. But they ain't trained places with you, they don't know how it feel. Big homie what? Big homie who? Big homie what? Big homie never really ever gave a fuck, huh? Your daughter tried to get in your casket, she was hurt. I can't believe they put my brother on. If I don't wake up, will they go for me? Or just for I wake up when they slide for me. If I don't wake up, will they cry for me? Or just for I wake up when they slide for me.
That song and that video went so hard, dog. Like that representation of what gang culture is all about and the end game and the results and just what they were spitting is so real. Cause like, you know, as young black males, we get caught up into that. And then, you know, we've seen several depictions like this in videos too. Like not as, you know, this was more not surface level, but like I'm thinking stuff like don't go chasing waterfalls when homie was running the streets and his mom's was like, nah, and he ended up getting popped in the street. So it gave me like reminiscence of watching shit like that. But overall, the message in this song, bro, is like, hey, man, the streets don't love you back. You know what I'm saying? Like, stay off the streets, man, even though it's sometimes hard to not be involved in that because obviously sometimes we are a product of our environment. But that's the end game. You know what I'm saying? That is the end game of it at the end of the day. Like, it's all fun and games, and like, yeah, you get jumped in, you get initiated, but it's bigger than that. You know what I mean? It's definitely bigger than that, and you can lose your life for it off of something as simple as that. My man just got initiated in, and he was going and he was got put in to go do a mission, and he ended up being the person that got dropped, and that happens more often than you think. You know what I'm saying? And then there's obviously levels where that shit happens, but that culture is just it's a tough culture to be in, dog. Like I don't knock people in it. But I'm also like, damn, I hope you are able to find a better way to get out of it because there's only two results in that. That's the pen or you know, you in a casket. Or, you know what I'm saying, in this case, like sometimes like, you know, you got people that rat on you and shit like that. I know we seeing a lot of that in today's world of streets and gangsters and shit, but it's always been like that from the beginning of the time. And that's why I've always, you know, stayed away from that because I've just watched and observed that you know, you can lose your life. And my pops also told me this shit too for a while. So like, that's why I stayed away from it. But, you know, the realest ones will tell you too, like they respect people that don't try to jump into shit just because it's cool or whatever. Because now when they're older, they realize the stresses and the traumas that they now have versus if they just would have, you know, stayed the square route or a straight path. You don't have to deal with that. And I think I'm a product of that, because there's plenty of people I see from around the way, or people that I know that be involved in stuff, or just family members, you know what I'm saying, where they be like, you know, they called me the square and all this shit all my life, man, but here we are almost 40 years old, and like they be like, yo, I respect that you never really got involved with certain shit and stayed on your square and just did you know what I'm saying? Because you can, people respect when you do you, versus if they know they can manipulate you to do something that you don't really want to do, but you want to be down, so you do it anyway. There's no respect for that. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of like also what happened to him in this video. At least how I seen it too. When he got popped, they drove off on him. Like, it's crazy how that happens too, where it's like you have all this love and all this love, but motherfuckers will leave you on the ground to bleed out and die. You know what I mean? Like, that happens a lot too. Or they backdoor you, they dirty Mac you. There's so many different things about that, man. But that's a whole different conversation within itself. But I get this song a 10. The visuals on this was crazy. The depiction of the story was dope. This is one of those songs. I like Ray Vaughn, dog. I don't know if Ray Vaughn's up and coming or if I'm just late to the show, but I like what Ray Vaughn's been putting out there, dog, and I think he's got more on the way, because clearly he's making shit happen. I like what he's on right now, dog. Straight up. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. I will be back with some more. If there's more Ray Vaughn in there, man, and y'all some Ray Vaughn fans out there, let me know what some songs that are, you know, out there for me to bump, dog. Because I like everything he put out there so far. I don't think he's got one dud for me so far. So that's what we got. We out of here. Peace.